Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'd like to share with you my favourite makeup from 2017. Now I know that I share with you a lot of makeup over the last year, but this is makeup that I still am using now, that I'm grabbing, that I'm wearing on a daily basis. And a lot of it I have, I'm wearing today. I'm also wearing still a lot of red. I absolutely love these earrings. Every time I wear these, I don't know, I just feel that it adds some kind of light to my face. I just absolutely love it. Some life, I suppose. I'm just loving that, and I'm loving this top, which I picked up from Primark, and I'm loving the sleeves. So yeah, these are makeup, or this is makeup that I have already shared with you. If you are a regular viewer, you will know a lot about this makeup. I've spoken about it endlessly over the last year, but obviously, you know, I know that I've spoken about it, but it is still going to be in my favourites because of that reason. So I'm going to start at the top of my face and work my way down. And the first item that I want to share with you is probably the base, my foundation. I cannot stop wearing this. I wish Makeup Revolution would come out with a foundation because it may then, you know, change things up a bit, but I can't stop wearing this. I love this foundation so much. It gives me exactly what I want, and it is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte foundation. It's in the colour 12, which is Natural Rose, and the packaging looks like this. Now, I have now been wearing this probably over a year. It probably featured in my last year's favourites, but I'm still wearing it. I'm still loving it. And yeah, I had to feature it because I've not actually been wearing any other foundation. I usually get this when it's on the 3 for 2 offer at Boots. And I think regularly it is about £8.99, something like that, which is relatively inexpensive. In fact, everything I'm going to share with you today is drugstore makeup, which is unbelievable. And I must admit that when I did and you would have seen it recently, I've done a whole clear out of my makeup. And to be honest, it is a lot of you know, the higher end makeup that I have. Well, I'm not using it. I've been disappointed with it, and it is drugstore that seems to be coming out on top for me. So this is obviously a drugstore foundation. I'm loving it. I can't stop using it. It gives me exactly what I want. I've got an oily T-zone, very oily indeed. That keeps it under control, but also, even though it's matte, it does keep the oil under control, as in I don't look really, really oily, but it also, even though it's matte, of course, it still makes my face look dewy, which is what I'm after. I don't want an oil slick, but I don't want it dry and really powdery, that kind of look. So yeah, that does everything for me. So I can't swap to another foundation. It's the one that I love, the one that I use. And that's, you know, that is why I'm sharing it again with you in this favourites. So the next item is how I do my brows. Now, over the last week or so, I have changed how I apply my brow, only because I've purchased a brush set. It's the nude brush set from Makeup Revolution, and it's the brush set that I shared recently with you for £9.99 that I picked up in the sale at Superdrug. You can still get it on the Tam Beauty website, and I'm sure you can still pick it up from Superdrug. However, I think it's out of stock at the moment on superdrug.com. But I've been using the brow brush with these products. Now, first of all, the first one that I want to share with you is I outline my brows first of all, and if you're a regular viewer again, you will know that I've got hardly any brows, so I need a guide. I need a guide basically, and I use this. Again, it's from Makeup Revolution, and it is the Duo Brow Definer Pencil in dark brown. One end is a twist up brow pencil. I like it because it is shaped, so it gives me the it can give me a sharp line, it can give me a thicker line, it can give me little you know, strokes. Love that. And then the other end is a spoolie, which I use every day to brush what brows I have left. And I just love this. I think this is either, is it £2.49, something like that. It does come in a in a box, but yeah, this I've replaced quite a number of times now, and it is a firm favourite. Now the item that I use with the brush, so I'm now using a proper brow brush, and I'm finding that it is working very, very well, because the brush that came with this, and it's the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade, and the brush that came with this is looking well past its best. So I've been looking for a brow brush, and I have really found that to be a good one, because a lot of brow brushes that come in sets particularly, they tend to be not just very thin, which obviously you want a brow brush to be, but they're very hard, so they don't fill in my brow very well. But that one from the Nude collection does. It has some give to it. It's a little bit thicker, not much thicker, but when you press on it, it gives you that coverage without being too fine. And you can also use it, you know, to fill in this part, which I do, and it gives me like very thin hair strokes or fine strokes to replicate the fine hairs of the brow. So the product obviously that I'm talking about as well is the brow pomade. Now I purchased this in around about spring last year, April, May, and it's still going strong. Every time I use it, I put the lid back on. Again, it's dark brown, but it just works really well. It hasn't dried out yet, but I don't let the air get to it too much. As soon as I've taken the product that I want, I pop the lid back on. I think it is only a few pounds. Again, really good product. I don't have any problems with my brows moving throughout the day. My brows look as good, you know, just when I'm going to take my makeup off as when I first applied it. So really good products, and love those. The next product is a mascara, and the mascara that I've been loving is the Primark PS Amplif-eyed Definition Volume Lift Mascara. I think these are £2.50. It's in like a rosy pink colour. This is my second or third one. Really love the wand. It has got obviously a hair there on the end there, but anyway, let's just forget about that. But it has this plastic. It's not like a brush that you would, there we go, it's gone now, you know, like a regular fluffy brush. It is a plastic short bristle brush. This works for me because I do have quite long eyelashes. They tend to want to keep overlapping each other and get muddled up and things like that. That wand really does well to not just separate them, but coat the lashes. Really love that. I don't wear false lashes. I just like my lashes to look, you know, as natural as possible, but I also want to give them definition as well and enhance them. And this mascara does the trick for me. It's fantastic. I did try the Viper mascara from Makeup Revolution, and I really loved that, but I found that I wasn't able to get it in store. So it is in Superdrug. So I did find it every time I placed an order, I would either forget to reorder it, or it's out of stock or something like that. So I want things to be easy for me to get and pick up, and that is why I keep going back to this. So if Makeup Revolution sold the Viper mascara in super drugstores, I would purchase that religiously, like I do that one, because I just want things easily accessible. If you run out of a mascara, I want to replace it. So the next product that I use is to mattify my foundation, and this is the one that I use. It looks pretty filthy, but it's because I use it every day, and it's the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Powder Contour, and it looks like this. It's one of their larger palettes. Now, I used to religiously use this shade as the bronzer, and then one of these, I think it's this one, I believe, or this one, as the contour, but you'll see in a little while why I've stopped doing that. But this is what I use to set my foundation and my concealer every single day. It's this. I just love it. This is my second one. I mean, when I first picked this up, like I say, this is the second one, I was using the other products. I'm only using this at the moment, so I do have their loose banana powder, so I'll probably use that next, which is still very, very good, but this is the one, and obviously I want to use this up, but it's just something that I grab every day. It works. Amazing product. The next products are going to be, let me just see, our cheap products. Now this is new. This is a new favourite for me. Now, most of 2017, I was toing and froing from MAC to, and I did find some blushes, in Primark that I really, really loved. But the shades of the blushes that I purchased from Primark, they didn't have the pink tone that I really love. They were more of that peachy tone. And so I kept reverting back to MAC. Now, as much as I love MAC, I've been looking for a blush that is inexpensive, readily available, because there's only one store or online that I can purchase MAC from. So there's one store in Norwich. Other than that, I have to travel further afield, like Cambridge and so forth, which is okay. But also I want something that's less expensive, and I have found this at the tail end of 2017, so I haven't had it that long, but it is still become a firm favourite, and it is the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Mega Matte Palette. I'll just take it out of the box. Now, I know that this is a larger one of their larger and more expensive palettes. It's £15, but you are getting so much product in here. So first of all, I've got a banana powder in there. So once I've used all of the banana powder from the powder contour palette, I've got this, or I've got a pink shade or whatever to move on to. But they've got 3 blushes in here, and I have used all 3 of these. I've got this one, which is called Rosy Posy. And I'm wearing that one today, but I have used all of these, and these work really, really well, all 3 of them, with my skin tone. I obviously, with the deeper ones and the more brighter ones, I have to, you know, be a little bit more careful with them. This one for me is probably perfect, but I do like to change up my blush. I don't like to wear the same makeup every day. I like to change it up. I like to use different things, as you would see, because I love trying new things. But the consistency of these is just like the MAC blush. They are extremely pigmented. They blend really well. So even though they're pigmented, you're not going to get, you know, a blob of blush there. I mean, you can see from me putting this on, it's very nicely blended, which is what I like. I like a really blended, you know, cheap product, and these work so well for me. So yes, it is more on the expensive side from Makeup Revolution, but you're getting 3 blushes in there, plus all of the other items. I mean, you're getting the bronzers or contours, or however you want to use these, as well as the setting powders. So it is well worth the £15. So that is the blush. Now, I've forgotten to bring in one product. I will talk about it anyway, but I've forgotten to bring it in. And it is the Renaissance Glow. You would have seen it all over because, you know, everybody was talking about it when it first came out. And it is something that I have talked about a lot on my channel as well. Now, you would have seen that the first quarter of 2017, I used this as the bronzer, and I think it was this one actually as the contour. But since I've got the Renaissance Glow palette, the contour in there has got a slight pink tone to it, only slight. And it works so well for me. I love the case. I love the kiss fastening to it. I just love everything about it. I won't talk too much about it because obviously I haven't got it here, but I wanted to mention it. I can't believe that I've forgotten to bring it in. But yeah, everything about it I love. Perfect. Now moving on to the highlighters. Now, the highlighters, I have tested a lot of highlighters in 2017, and there has been a real trend for highlighting over the last year. People have been wanting this really intense mirrored highlight, and you know, I love that look. But on myself, I really like a more blended. I just like my cheek area to be very blended. That is just how I like it. And I like a highlight to be very, you know, like you can't see it here, but when you turn your face, you know, you've got that shimmer, not shimmer, shine, glow, whatever you want to call it. So when Makeup Revolution, and it is predominantly Makeup Revolution products, apologies for that, but that is my favourite brand. I just love it so much. When Makeup Revolution brought out this highlight, and it was the Skin Kiss in Peach Kiss. When they brought this out, really love the packaging and really love the fact that it's got a mirror here. There it is. And that is the product. So this is what I wore near enough all through the summer. I mean, it's only a few pounds. I just love it. I mean, look how much product you're getting in there. You're getting 14 grams of product. Absolutely love this highlight. It's everything that I want within a highlight. It's not that really champagne. I don't like really light highlights either. My skin is a light medium, and I tend to find that if I put a champagne or really light highlight on, you can see it. It also makes my blush look grey, and I just don't like that look. So this one was my first favourite, and like I say, I wore this all throughout the summer. Love it. Then they brought out a new collection of Skin Kiss highlights. And the one that I love and I've been wearing, in fact, the Peach Kiss is the one that I wore all through the summer. And then when they brought out their new collection, it's changed. So it's not Peach Kiss is my favourite anymore. It is Rose Gold Kiss. Now they have changed the packaging, of course. They've, you know, you've got this clear lid. There's no mirror, and you know, I prefer the rose gold packaging. It, you know, it's a little bit, this packaging is, you know, it feels more quality, but, you know, it doesn't matter. The product is so good. I just love it. So this is the rose gold. And again, it's got that really, you know, it's got the colour that I want. I don't want that champagne, as I've mentioned. I want something with a little bit of colour that really melts into my blush, and yeah, that's what I really like. There is another colour that I wear as well. So today I've got the rose gold, and occasionally when I'm wearing a pink look, I will go for Prismatic Kiss or Pink Kiss, but Prismatic Kiss I really love as well because it's got that pinkness to it. I just absolutely love it, and it gives me a little bit of colour without, you know, it just suits my skin tone basically. I mean, that is Rose Gold Kiss, and you wouldn't think that it's got any colour to it. That's what suits me. So that's that. Then we move on to the lip products. Now there are, I have got another brand to share with you today. So the first one is from Makeup Revolution, and it is the one that I'm wearing today, and it is from the Renaissance lipstick collection. When they brought these out, and these are only, I think, are they £4? They're either £3 or £4. I just couldn't believe the packaging. The packaging is stunning. It's rose gold, but it's metal, and it's metal all the way through. And the shade that is just amazing. And it's got a great name as well. It's called Greatest. And you can see that, and this is the second one that I've used as well. I just love it so much. The consistency to it, and let me just swatch it. The consistency is very much like, so there's Greatest. It's very much like MAC lipsticks, but, and it reminds me of, you know, faux, that kind of thing. In fact, I did like a dupe video. This duped faux perfectly, but the formula has a little bit more gloss to it, so it's even more comfortable than a MAC lipstick. It lasts as long as a MAC lipstick. I've had this on now quite a while, and it starts off by being very glossy, and then it seems to set. And I just love it. I haven't used a lip liner. It just is amazing. And I know that I can always rely on this lipstick. So this is my absolute favourite. There is another one, another lipstick, which I'm going to share with you because I really like the Renaissance lipstick collections, and obviously Greatest is my favourite. But the Gigi Hadid Maybelline collaboration recently brought out, obviously they had their collection, but they've also brought out these lipsticks, and the one that I absolutely love is Mccall. I thought that Tora would be my favourite because it's a little bit deeper, but I just absolutely love this. So they look like this. You would have seen them all over the internet, I'm sure, and I just love this colour so much. I can't wear it on its own. It is just too light for me to wear on its own. I'm just going to share with you a swatch of it first, and I was wearing this the other day. You would think from the swatch that I could wear it, but it is just too light for me. And another product that I've been loving this year is something that I wear with that lipstick, and it is the Nyx. It's just one of their regular lip liners in the shade Natural. I'm sure it's called Natural. And I picked this up at the beginning of the year, and I'm sure it was at the beginning of the year, and it was, well, it's just been my go-to lip liner. It works. So if a lipstick is slightly too light for me, like this Mccall one is slightly too light, then this works absolutely perfectly. To line my lips, and just gives me a little bit of depth of colour so I can wear this Mccall shade. I just love that shade Mccall so much. It starts off by being quite a nude shade, but it then ends up having a little bit of a pink tone to it. I don't know what happens to it, but it is just stunning. I love it. It's also a little bit drier than the Renaissance lipstick. It's more of your matte lipstick. So you can see that this one, the Greatest, has a little bit of a sheen to it. This one doesn't, but it's still quite creamy. Hasn't dried my lips out each time I've worn it, and I have worn it quite a number of times since I've purchased it now. And I've even got a backup of it. I mean, I've got backups of the Greatest lipstick because I love it so much. And like I say, I've already gone through one of them. But the Mccall lipstick, I've already got a backup of it because I love it so much. And I know that I'm going to wear it a lot. The other lip products, I couldn't just choose one because there's another product that I want to share with you. Obviously they're lipsticks, you know, lipsticks as in, you know, lipsticks that we we call lipsticks. Now, matte liquid lipsticks were a huge deal in 2017. Everybody seemed to come out with their own matte lip, and especially lip kits. And when Makeup Revolution brought theirs out, I knew that they were going to be good. Initially they brought out a collection and a lot of people were saying how sticky they were. And like I've said before in a previous video, the owner of that brand always listens to his customers, and he actually reformulated that lip kit. What other brand would listen to their customers and change the formulation? And that's another thing why I love this brand. They listen to their customers, they listen to what their customers want, and they bring out the products. Because at the end of the day, if you don't listen to your customers, and they are the ones that are buying the products, you're not going to sell much makeup. So they always listen to their customers, they bring us what we want, and yeah, and that's why I'm a huge fan. So they brought out their lip kits, their matte lip kits in particular. They brought out others, and I absolutely love these. And my standout shade is Rain. So I'll just share this with you. So you get the liquid lipstick and a lip pencil. I have sharpened this one quite a lot. It needs sharpening now. I wear this one all the time. It is, whoops. It is a normal, no. It is a new formulation. You can tell that because it's got the bitten lip rather than the, I think they were pursed lips or pouty lips. And this is the liquid lipstick. So let me just swatch this. It's such a beautiful shade. Now, excuse me, I've got a tickle in my throat that just will not go. Rain has got pink to it, and that is what I really love, those pink tones. So that's what it looks like close up. Beautiful. To be honest, yes, I do use the lip liners. You can see that. I mean, it's a lot shorter than it should be, but these liquid lipsticks, you don't necessarily have to use the lip liner. I mean, the lip liners are standout products all by themselves. I could talk about those for hours. They are just so soft, so creamy. I have said ever since they brought out their matte lip kits, please bring the lip liners out separately because they are absolutely stunning. But the lip kits are, again, very good price. They're just amazing. The other shade that is new to me, and I wore this the other day and I had to mention it because I just love it so much, and it is Duchess. It's stunning. It's so different, but it's not, if you know what I mean. It's something that I haven't got in my collection. It's not way out there, but it is just another shade. It comes within the their lip vault that you could pick up at Christmas, which is now on sale. And it is just one of those shades. It's not red, it's not brown. You know, what colour is it? I'm not quite sure. I'm not very good with colours, but it looked amazing on, and I wore that in a video a couple of days ago, I believe, and I was stunned. It lasted all day until I went to bed and I removed it. So I had to mention they are my top lip kit. Love them so much. Now on to eyeshadows, the very last product that I want to share with you. And again, all through 2017, I have tested out so many eyeshadows, so many single eyeshadows, eyeshadow palettes. You know, I've really tried my best to bring you so much variety, and every time there's a new product, I try my best to get hold of it for you as quickly as I can. Even going from, I'm on the, and if you don't live in the UK, I live in Norfolk, which is on the right side of the UK. In fact, it's that we're in the southeast, and it's that little bit that juts out. We're closest to France, and I travelled all the way to Liverpool. My husband drove me all the way to Liverpool to go and pick up a palette. So that's how dedicated I am to my favourite brand. It took us a while to get there, took us a while to get back, but I loved it. It was a road trip that, yeah, as soon as I found out that the only place that you could get the Rose Gold palette from I Heart Makeup, I had to get it. That is one of my favourite palettes. I love it, but it hasn't featured. I just wanted to tell you that because I just wanted to share how dedicated I am to the brand. And there has been some real standout moments because I love the brand so much. Obviously, I went to Liverpool. I also was invited to the Halloween party. It's just been such a year. It really has. So I'm hoping for good things for 2018. So I just wanted to mention, you know, a couple of standout things because of my favourite brand. Not only that, I have been testing out so much of their wonderful makeup. It's just been a phenomenal year. Now I have a couple of things that I want to share with you, eyeshadow wise. And the very first thing is, and I think you're going to guess which palette it is. I think it's going to be in a lot of people's favourites who love Makeup Revolution. I wish Carmi would bring out their palette because I think it's going to be so interesting. The palette, of course, that is going into my favourites for 2017 is the Makeup Revolution Soph collaboration, and it is her eyeshadow palette. Absolutely stunning. I'm wearing it today. It is, I think it was £10. This is my second palette. It's got finger marks all over it. I had to buy a new one of these because a family member loved my original so much when they came over. I gave them my palette, but this is my second one. I have used this so much. And usually I wear it at the weekend on a Sunday, and the reason for that is because usually during the week I am testing out makeup, testing out eyeshadows, and I don't get a chance to wear a lot of, you know, eyeshadow that I want, only for the weekends. So this is a palette that I always get out at the weekends and I wear religiously on a Sunday. I have had so many compliments about one particular shade, and it's the shade that I'm wearing on my lid now, and I've got my sheet round the wrong way. Let's just put it the right way. There we go. Sparks Fly. Now, there's Sparks Fly. I've already made a dent in it, even though this is a new palette, because I just love that shade. Like I say, it's the one on my lid. It's beautiful enough to put on my lid, but also I put it round on the inner corner as well. I just love it so much. Now the shades that I'm wearing today, I've gone a little bit deeper. I'm wearing Peaches and Danger, and this is Peaches and this is Danger, and then I've got this one, which is my favourite deep colour out of it, called Rosewood. And so I don't know why, I always tend to go for this area here, deepen it up with this, but I always go for Sparks Fly. I just think it's a phenomenal shade. I'll just swatch it for you. Like I say, I think this is probably going to be in a lot of people's favourites video because it is just an amazing palette. And like I say, I cannot wait for Tammy and Carmi. Hopefully they're going to bring their not their favourites, and palette out themselves. And I mean, Soph has done an amazing job with her palette, so it would be so interesting to see what the others bring out too. Now there is there's obviously Soph's palette. I couldn't share with you my favourites of 2017 without sharing with you this collection of palettes as well, because although I love the Soph's palette, I mean, you know, the palette wouldn't have made it into my favourites for last year if I didn't love it and think that it was, you know, a standout palette. But these are also, and I think these, although I love the Sophs and she's made it into my favourite, these are my ultimate favourite. If I had to choose just one palette, then I would choose these. I couldn't choose between these two, so I've mentioned both. And the palettes that I'm talking about are the Life on the Dance Floor palettes. Now, I've got all 4 of them. I can't choose between them. I love them all. The VIP palette I use every single day, and the reason is, first of all, I'll show you the front. If you've not seen the front, they are covered in glitter, but they are also embossed as well, so the glitter does not come away. They are not cheap in any way, shape or form, but I know that the cover of this is glitter, but the inside is just as phenomenal. They are stunning. This is the shade that I use every single day without fail. There are some palettes that I use that just do not have that neutral shade that I need to. So I put on my Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix Eye Primer. That's actually another product that I should have brought in here and have forgotten. But the Focus and Fix Eye Primer I use on a daily basis. It saved me because I've had eye issues this year, and once I got rid of those eye issues, the Focus and Fix Eye Primer is just perfect for me. And then I use this shade here. You can see I've hit pan. I just use that one every single day now to, you know, mattify that or powder down that eye primer. Just a phenomenal palette. I love this one for daytime, excuse me, Luxe. You've got your neutrals, you've got deeper shades here. I just love it so much. So that's VIP. Then we've got After Party. So this one has got the silver cover, and you've got all of your neutrals on the top row this time, and then you've got all of your shades here. Again, I love this. I've got a blue fluffy jumper, I've mentioned this before, and this blue here, I put it on the lid with a neutral base and it matches that fluffy jumper that I picked up from Primark so perfectly. I just love it. I mean, who would have thought that a blue eyeshadow would match my jumper? It's just amazing. This one is the Sparklers palette. It's different because it's got the black packaging and the silver sparkles, but again, it is a phenomenal palette. If you like bright, you're going to love this. And I did a look with this, but it didn't look like it was unwearable. It is just amazing. And I was wearing the green shades, stunning. And then the very, very last one is Guest List. It's got the rose gold packaging, and inside it is just a wow, stunning. Every time I went to Superdrug, obviously I visit Superdrug a lot, I'm always searching for new products from Makeup Revolution, trying to get my hands on them, what, you know, and all that kind of thing. These palettes were always sold out, and I could hear the disappointed customers sighing as they went to this stand and said, you know, oh, it's sold out. I can understand why. Amazing. I mean, for £10. And I suppose this is why I'm sharing with you all of the products today from the drugstore. Nothing in here is high end. The most expensive item is £15, the Mega Matte, but you're getting so much product in there. Yeah, I mean, I think high end products, some of them are really, really good. Some of them not quite so good. I tend to find with high end products that you spend a lot of money on the brand, and I'm always thinking to myself, you know, why did I spend £40 on an eyeshadow palette when I can get an eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution for £10? It's not breaking the bank and the quality is there. So that is another reason why I love the brand. So sorry if this video is a little bit long, but I had to mention all of these products, and These are what I've been loving this year. So I would really love your feedback if you're loving the same products as me, or if you're not, what products are you loving? Obviously, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, and of course, I would love it if you are new to my channel. I would love it if you subscribed. I am nearly at 5,000 subscribers, and I would love it if we could all reach 5,000 together. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, thank you. Bye.